Next is the presidential candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria, Mr. Fela Durotoye. You are a motivational speaker, businessman, background in finance and all of that. Is that all it will take to steer Nigeria forward?
Well, let me start by saying good evening to every one of you, and thank you to my co-debaters. My name is Fela Durotoye, and I am the presidential candidate for the Alliance for New Nigeria Party, ANN. That's the party with the logo of the lion in the 2019 general elections. I'm 47 years old, and like the moderator said, I am a business management consultant, a leadership expert, and most importantly, a nation builder. Which means that I am one person who has accepted responsibility, like many other people, especially even those on this stage, and those of you that are listening to me, for accepted responsibility for the well-being of our country, not just for our own personal well-being. But we believe that our generation can be able to liberate this nation, this blessed nation, from the clutches of those who have ruled us and held us back for so long, more than 50 years. But then we are also committing our time, our energy to do something to deliver the future of our nation. Let me be very clear. Nigeria is a blessed nation. We are blessed with all the resources that any nation can dream of. Mineral resources, natural resources, human resources. But we have not yet become a great nation. A great nation where things work for everyone. Where what is accessible to the rich is also available to the poor. Good quality transport, good quality education, food for all, housing for all, power for all. And I, under the leadership of the ANN and leading this great country, will ensure that we are able to deliver a nation that works for everyone. A nation where everyone has jobs and opportunities, where businesses can prosper and succeed because it is a safe environment. We will do these great things, and I will show you in the next few moments how we plan to go about this as the Alliance for New Nigeria Party. It is time for Nigeria to be released from the shackles of these rulers that has held us bound. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. The candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria, Fela Durotoye party there. Now to you, Mr. Fela Durotoye. How exactly, what do you even think is fundamentally wrong with our economy? Do you understand why we are where we are, you know, as far as job creation is concerned, in a way that you'll be able to proffer solutions? And how soon, if you become president, can we begin to see a change as far as jobs is concerned? I mean, you have a situation where unemployment rate right now is quite high, about 20 million Nigerians unemployed, or some would say 20.9%, while about 55% of the youth population is unemployed, or even underemployed or unemployable.
Well, you asked a really great question, and every Nigerian is listening to this very, very, very important moment. You've asked, what is the greatest problem that we have with creating jobs? And I would say it's our political class. It's those who have ruled us with the intent of manufacturing unemployment, and they've done a damn good job at it. In other words, they've created unemployment so that the people, the young people of this country who form the majority of this nation and the voting public will become so impoverished that election cycle after election cycle, they will be looking for 500 naira to eat. And when they come with their 500 naira, having not had jobs for 4 years, that they will then be re-elected back and they will continue to hold power. Unemployment in Nigeria is man-made, and it is created by the people that have ruled us for the last, especially 20 years. So let me tell you what we're going to do to turn it around. First of all, we've got to understand that everything your eye sees is job. It is this microphone is jobs. This mobile phone is jobs. This pen is jobs. What you're wearing is jobs. Any nation that does not manufacture cannot create jobs. And so it's important that we are able to create things and make things that will build our economy, but more importantly, build the products that we need to survive. So what are we going to do? The ANN-led government is going to create a special business intervention fund of 1 trillion naira. And that fund will be used to power the establishment of 1 million businesses that will have business plans committed to hire at least five people in each one of them. So within the first 1 year, the ANN-led government will create 5 million jobs. In addition, to simply by just cleaning up our database today and connecting those people who have skills with the people who need to have people to employ, we can create at least 3 million jobs. On top of that, there are opportunities to create 10 million jobs in agriculture, 7 million jobs in housing, 3 million jobs in road construction, 1 million teachers will be employed, and through technology and entertainment, we will create 4 million jobs. So we have already mapped out all these things. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fela Durotoye. A lot of skills are being outsourced. Artisans, Nigerians have to go to neighboring countries to look for artisans to build infrastructure and all of that. Now, how are you going to close the infrastructure gap with this kind of challenge? And do you agree with the SDP candidate that it's really all about power, that power is at the base of us fixing our infrastructure gap?
Oh, yes, and let me quickly say to the average Nigerian who is out there, because a lot of times we throw this word infrastructure, and it's the only part that comes up with many trillions and billions of dollars.
What's your understanding of infrastructure?
Is simply everything that you need as the backbone to be able to get the nation working and to get the society working right. So yes, we're talking about power, we're talking about roads, we're talking about rail, we're talking about hospitals, we're talking about houses, we're talking about schools. These are the things that every society that works needs, and those things are things that last long, and they need what you call low interest or low cost financing. So let's talk about what is the most difficult thing or the greatest challenge we have with infrastructure and funding. Well, let's first understand that there is money all over the world looking for the next big project, low-cost money that is looking for infrastructure projects. The challenge why that money is not really coming to Nigeria anymore is because of two things. Number one, corruption, and number two, wastage. Let me quickly talk about wastage for a moment. Nigerian roads are constructed at the highest cost in any road construction per kilometer in the world. Yet, Nigeria has the second largest deposit of bitumen in the world, and we're still importing 90% of our bitumen. So we are seeing here complete waste of resources when we have what it takes to be able to build roads at cheaper costs, but we are making sure that we are doing it in a way, or let me put it this way, our political rulers are making sure that they're using infrastructure to siphon money for electoral funding. We will see that stop under an ANN-led administration. We will make sure that we reduce the cost of infrastructure. We will make sure that we use the money that we allocate to infrastructure, to all of the schools, hospitals. We will use them judiciously. So rather than use 28 billion naira to build one flyover in Aja, we will make sure that we are able to use that money to construct much more that delivers to the people of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria, Mr. Fela Durotoye. Now to even gather this data to have an accurate, figure of Nigerians that you're providing all these things for.
Well, as a management consultant, two things that we always say. There are two words that go together: data and decisions. You cannot take the right decisions without the right data. And I believe very strongly that the reason why we don't seem to have data and the right data and the infrastructure to build data in this country is because the rulers do not want to have the right decisions. They don't want people to be able to say how many people we have in the country so that they can be able to manipulate our voting statistics and outcomes. They don't want us to know how many people we have that are truly unemployed. I mean, if you look at the National Directorate for Employment, they are the ones that are supposed to have data for the number of people that are unemployed. Go to their offices, they don't even have lights. So you realize that there is so much that needs to be done with data gathering. And for me, I believe those two things that we need to do is we need to find public-private partnerships. There are statistics students in Nigeria who do projects every year, over 10,000 of them every year. They need to be gathering data and putting them in the National Bureau of Statistics, and this is one of the ways. We also need to use technology to drive data collection.
All right, thank you of the Alliance for New Nigeria. Basic education, will that be your priority, or tertiary education? And how will you really fund it? And a lot of people are actually curious, how soon really would we begin to see these changes?
Well, I can tell you a quick story of something that we did in 2008, and you can see how quickly the lives of students and how quickly education can change. In 2008, my organization, Visible Impact, helped 48,150 students in Oyo State to prepare for the NECO exams. At that point in time, or prior to that, Oyo State had always performed at about number 28 in the League of States in maths and number 23 in English. We trained those students for 10 days in 22 centers, but we were not just teaching them the techniques of learning how to pass exams, but more importantly, the values of what leaders do to be able to succeed in life. The good news was that when those students, 48,000 students, took the exams in 2009, Oyo State came number 3 in English and number 4 in maths. Why? Because they learned something that helped them for life. Now, this has also been taken by Anambra State. Today, Anambra State is...
So this is a template you want
it's
to
something we can do. We can do this by
president.
driving techniques and values into the curriculum.
All right, thank you very much. Now to the candidate of the Action Democratic Party, Engineer. Gentlemen, Naira has been 360 to the dollar for 2 years now, and we know that this is artificial, as a lot has been going on all around the world as far as the global economy is concerned. That's number one. Now, petrol prices have been 145 for over 2 years. It costs 145 to buy petrol at the pump. That's been going on for a long time now. And according to MITO, electricity tariffs should have gone up at least twice since 2015. As a matter of fact, DISCOs have been saying that they need cost-reflective tariff for them to realize the goals of providing electricity for Nigerians. Which would be the most important one for you? And how long should we see that change? Within 100 days, 6 months?
I think that many of these which one is more important or which one is less important is not really the issue at hand. Because most of the time, they're all interrelated. And so the first most important thing that you always need to do to be able to solve the problems of this nation is get the right committed leadership in each of the key areas that will solve your sectoral problems. So you need the right committed leadership at the same time in power, as you need the right committed leadership in petroleum and oil and gas, as you need the right level and committed leadership in managing your economy. You cannot say, I would manage the economy first, or I would manage power first. They are all interrelated.
Will you retain fuel subsidy?
And so this is my point, that you will work with an integrated team of experts that will help to make sure that we do these things simultaneously and also do them at the same time. The most important things that we're going to do is that we will work with a team that is committed to removing bottlenecks that are stifling the government as we speak today. The second most important thing that we're going to do is to reduce the wastage in government and the corruption that has looted our economy of all the resources that we need to be able to invest and grow our different sectors. The third most important thing is that we must reform our civil service and make sure that our civil service has the orientation of how do we help the private sector succeed. Because once we get the private sector succeeding, we would grow jobs, the economy would grow, and it will grow sustainably. The fourth most important thing is we've got to restructure our economy, especially by making sure that we reallocate resources to the communities that are currently hosting the mineral resources and the natural resources of our nation. So that what then happens is, for us, we believe that we need to reallocate those resources to 20% to the communities, 20% to the local government, 20% to the state, and 40% to the federal government. The last thing is we've got to reorient our people as a whole. Now, let me be clear. When you do all of these things, the economic value, you would trigger the economy, and then you would see that every other thing begins to work out well, and it wouldn't be one or the other. We're solving the problem of Nigeria at the same time.
Mr. Tokwe, for New Nigeria candidate.
Well, let me say to every Nigerian, thank you for holding strong and keeping your faith and your belief. Then Saturday offers us an opportunity in this country to make a choice as to which way our country goes and the future that we will give to our children. We have an option. We can either choose the old or the new. We can choose the old Nigeria led by old politicians, many of whom we will not hire to start our own business or to run our own businesses. If you will not hire a 76-year-old MD for your company or a 72-year-old MD for your company, you should not hire a 72-year-old or 76-year-old president for your country. Most importantly, these people have formed the cabal that have held us bound, and we need to get our freedom. So I declare to APC and PDP, who are both not here because they cannot answer the questions that have been thrown to them, let my people go.
Thank you very much.
Please vote Alliance for New Nigeria, yes, the party with the logo of the lion.
Thank you.
God bless you.